Welcome to Maths Minders Academy. If this is your first time joining our channel, we urge you to hit the notification bell so that each time we produce a new video, you'll be among the first to receive it. Like, share this video, go to the comment section and tell us your thoughts about this video. Today, we are going to look at step-by-step solutions to October-November 2024 IGCSE paper 21. We are going to create two videos for this. We are going to break it into 2 volumes. And volume 1, we cover questions 1 to 13. And volume 2, we take questions 14 till the last question. We urge you to watch these 2 volumes so that you have a better understanding of this paper. And while going through this video, from time to time, you need to pause this video, work out the solution, then play the video back to see how we provide our own solution. So you can use this as a feedback to evaluate yourself and see how far you are making progress. So let's move into the question now. So here, question number 1, we are asked to, we are told that a concert starts at 1950 and finishes 2 hours 42 minutes later. And we are required to work out the time the concert finishes. So what we do here is to take the startup time, which is 1950. And so we are going to add 2 hours 42 minutes to this. And so this is going to give us, this is 2 here. 5 plus 4 is 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. So because it's 9 and 9 is already bigger than 6, so we are going to subtract that, and that gives us 3. So we put down 3 here and take 1 here, because of course what happens here is when you add 50 minutes and 42 minutes together, that gives you 92 minutes, which we can break into 60 minutes plus 32 minutes. Remember that 60 minutes is 1 hour, and then this is 32 minutes. So we write down the 32 minutes and we take the 1 hour to the hour side. And when we add this, we are going to obtain 22 here. So the answer we have here is 22:32. All right, 22 hours, 32 minutes. We write this down. All right. Since we started with a 24-hour time format, we can also leave our final answer in that format. Question number 2, we are asked to find the reciprocal of 1 whole number 1/4. So we turn this mixed number into an improper fraction. So what we do here is to multiply this denominator 4 by this whole number 1. So we have 4 times 1 plus 1. And so all over 4. Okay, and that gives us 5. That gives us 4 plus 1 all over 4, and that is 5 all over 4. So reciprocal means that we are taking the inverse. So we are going to reverse this fraction in a way that the denominator, which is 4, will now become the numerator. So we are going to reverse it this way, and that is going to give us 4/5. That's the reciprocal. So that is 4/5. So here, number 3, we are asked to use any of these 3 symbols, less than, greater than, or equal to make each sentence true. So how do we know the symbol to use between 2/7 and 2861. So we have to turn 2/7 to decimal. And when we turn 2/7 to decimal, it gives us 0.2857. All right, so that is what it gives to us. And we see that this value is actually less than 0.2861. Okay, consider 57 and 61. So 57 is less than 61. So we have less than here. Okay. Now, the second one, we are going to look at 99 all over 900. Okay. We can reduce it. You can use 9 to reduce this. If we use 9 to reduce it, we have 11. And we use 9 to divide 900. That gives us 100. Okay. And 11 over 100 is actually called 11%. So here we see 99 over 900 to be equal to 11%. So then the next one here, we have 1 raised to power 3, and that gives us 1 times 1 times 1. That's 1. And of course, 4 raised to power 0 is 1. So here, the two values are also equal. So we'll write that and we proceed. For question number 4, we are told here that Sophia has a piece of fabric of length 5.6 meters. She cuts the fabric into 2 parts with length in the ratio 3:4. Calculate the length of the longer part. The longer part, we have the greater ratio. But first, we take the sum of ratios. Sum of ratios here will give us 3 plus 4, and that's 7. So here, length of the longer part will give us 4. Longer part here, 4, 7 times 5.6 meters. Okay. All right. So if we multiply this, it's going to give us 4 times. If you divide 5.6 by 7, you have 0.8 meters. Okay. And when you multiply, this 0.8 by 4, that gives you 3.2 meters. So we have 3.2, right, written down here. So we'll move on now to question number 5. For question number 5, we are given vectors. These are column vectors. So, and then this vector is to be multiplied by a scalar. The scalar will multiply everything inside this vector. So we have 3 times 6. And we also have 3 here. We have 3 times minus 4. Okay, this gives us 18, and this gives us minus 12. So we have 18 here, and I have minus 12. Plus addition here will give us, this is 4 plus minus 7, and this is minus 1 plus 5. Okay, and so this gives us 4 minus 7, and this will give us minus 5 plus 1 is going to give us 4. So here we have minus 3, and here we have 4. So we enter that minus 3, we enter 4 as the element of this vector, the component of this vector. So we have minus 3, and we have 4 here. So we proceed to question number 6. For question number 6, says the diagram shows a right-angled triangle ABC and a quadrilateral AEDC. So we can see the quadrilateral AEDC. All right. So here we are required to find the value of S. And if you look at it, you will see that both S and 122 lie on a straight line. So we can have 122 plus X equals 180. Therefore, here we have X equals 180 minus 122. So here, S is going to give us 58 degrees. And so we have 58 here. And the next is we want to find the value of y. If you look at this diagram again, you will see that for us to get the value of y, if I add up everything here, plus this 90 here, plus this 34 here, is going to give me 180. So y plus 17 plus 90, this 90 here, plus 34 will give 180. So we work out that we have y plus 17 plus 90 plus 34 will give 180. Okay, so solving this, we are going to add up all the numbers. So here we have y, okay, plus 141. If we add up all the numbers here, okay, we have 180. So if we make y the subject, you have 180 minus 141, okay? And that is going to give us 39. So the value of y is 39 degrees. Then we need to get the value of z. So let's go back to the diagram to see the position. Here, you look at this, that this is also a quadrilateral. All right, look at this. This line here goes down. This is like this. This way is a quadrilateral. And then we'll go back here. Okay. This is a quadrilateral. It has this side, that's 2, this 3, and this small part, making 4. And so when I add this angle 17 here, plus this z here, okay, plus the value of s, which we've got the value of s before as 58. So we have 58 here and 34. We are going to get some. I'm going to add up all the values. So if I come here and I want to get that z, I will add 17, okay, to 34, to then plus z, okay, plus 58, which is the value of s. All right, everything will give us the sum of angle in a quadrilateral is 360. Now, adding up this, I have 109 plus z equals 360. If I make z the subject, it gives me 360 minus 109. Okay, and that will give 251 degrees. So that is the value of z, 251 degrees. If you find value in our video and you are yet to subscribe, we urge you to smash the subscription button right now. Hit the notification bell so that each time we produce a new video, you'll be among the first to get it. Go to the comment section and tell us how you feel about this video. Let's proceed to question number 7. Here we want to factorize, and if you look at 28 and 35, the factor is 7. So we have 7 here, and 7 can divide 28 4 times, okay? 7 can go in 35 5 times. So we have this 4s minus 5. For question number 8, we are told that Edith invests $3,000 in a savings account. The account pays simple interest at a rate of 2.6% per year. Calculate the total interest earned at the end of 3 years. So here, for us to get the interest, is going to be the principal multiplied by time multiplied by rate all over 100. The principal is the amount invested, which is 3,000. The time is 3 years, and the rate is 2.6%. Have it over 100. If we cross out these zeros, we are left with 30 times 3 times 2.6. Okay, and this gives us 234. $234. So we enter $234. For question number 9, it says the diagram shows part of a regular polygon. The interior angle of the polygon is 132 degrees, larger than the exterior angle. Calculate the number of sides of this polygon. Now we know that number of sides of a polygon is defined as 360 divided by the exterior angle. So we need to calculate the exterior angle, which is this angle here. This is the exterior angle. And both the interior angle and exterior angle add up to 180 degrees because they form angle on a straight line. So we add x plus 132 degrees plus this s is 180 degrees. Okay, so we have 2x. So here is going to be 180 minus 132 degrees. We have 2x equals, if we look at it, 180 minus 132 degrees will give us 48 degrees here. Okay, and if we move on here, 2x all over 2 is going to give us 48 degrees all over 2. Therefore, x is going to give us 24. So now we need, what do we need? We need number of sides. So number of sides of this regular polygon is going to be 360 all over 24. And that will give us 15. So this polygon has 15 sides. So that's number of sides. Okay. Hope that explanation is clear. We proceed to the next question here. That is question number 10. Now, question number 10, we are told that Jessica plays a game with her friend. She can win, lose, or draw the game. The probability that she wins the game is 0.28. Jessica is twice as likely to draw the game as to lose the game. Work out the probability that she loses the game. So now, here we are told, let S represent the game, the probability that she loses the game. Okay, so let this represent probability of losing a game. But here, if you look at what we have here, let's look at the information we have here. Say Jacinda is twice as likely to draw the game as to lose the game. So draw is going to be twice loss. It's going to be twice loss, which is 2s. Okay, it's 2s. So now, probability of draw, okay, is this. So here we are going to have, we are going to add up all this together. That means if we say probability of losing, okay, let's adjust this. So let's call this, let's give this S. So if S represents probability of losing, probability of drawing is 2s. Now, probability of losing plus probability of drawing plus probability of winning. Everything should give us 1. All right? Everything. So it's either there is winning, losing, or draw. So, but the sum of probabilities will give us 1. So here we have 3x plus 0.28 equals 1. Okay. If we continue this solution here, we have 3s equals 1 minus 0.28. We have 3x equals 0.72. Okay, so s here is going to be 0.72 all over 3. So s is going to be 0.24. So here, an s represents the probability of losing a game. So here as us, we are asked to work out the probability that she loses the game. So that probability is 0.24. Now, the B part of the question says, Jacinda plays the game 150 times. Find the expected number of times she wins. So now number of winning is going to be 150 times the probability of winning. Remember, the probability of winning is 0.28. So we have 0.28. Okay. And when we multiply 150 by 0.28, it gives us 42. So out of the 150 games, she will win 42 of these 150 games. So question number 11, we are working out this without calculator and we are required to show all the answers. So what we do here first is we can handle this whole number part, okay, and say 5 minus 3 is going to give us 2. 5 minus 3, because they are whole number, that gives us 2. So we still have 1 over 3 here, but the fraction left here is 4 over 7, okay? So now we can turn this to improper fraction. 3 times 2, 6, plus 1, that's 7. 7 over 3 minus 4 over 7. You find out what is the LCM, that's 21. Okay, 21 is the LCM, that's 3 times 7, or you work out the lowest common multiple. All right, so, and if you divide 21 by 3, you divide 21 by 3, you get 7. 7 times 7, which is the numerator here, it gives you 49. If you divide 21 by 7, you get 3. 3 times 4 will give us 12. Of course, this we do 49 minus 12. This is going to give us 37 over 21. Of course, this is improper fraction. So writing it out is going to give us 1 whole number, 16 over 21. So we enter that 1 whole number, 16 over 21. We proceed to the next question, which is question number 12. Question number. We are to solve this simultaneous equation here. Okay. And you will observe that, okay, depending on what you want to eliminate, I want to eliminate y. And so here, okay, this equation, this second equation, I'm going to multiply by 2, by 3. So by 3, so that I can get 6 and eliminate it with the first. So the first equation, I have 5x plus 6y equals 9. Second equation, I multiply by 3, I'm going to get 9x. Multiply minus 2y by 3, you're going to get minus 6y. Multiply minus 17 by 3, you have minus 51. Okay, so I will add so that I can eliminate this. If I add, of course, this is going to be eliminated right away. When you add this, okay, we're going to eliminate that. So let's move on. So adding here is going to give us 14x. And if you add here, you're going to get minus 42. So here you have where you divide both sides, by 14. We have minus 42 all over 14. And this will give us s as minus 3. And so s is minus 3. What will be the value of y? Let's go back to one of the equations. Let's take equation 1 and put in the value of s there so that we can get the value of y. Then this is minus 15 plus 6y equals 9. So 6y is going to give us 9 plus 15. So we have 6y to be 24. That gives us y to be 24 all over 6. That is 4. So here we have x to be what? Minus 3. And we have y to be 4. And that will be the solution to this equation. We put minus 3 and we put 4 for y. And we now getting to the last question for today's class, which is question number 13. If you still find value in our solution, why not smash the subscription button if you have not done so? And if this is your first time of joining our channel, hit the notification bell so that each time we produce a new video, you'll be among the first to receive it. Like, share this video, go to the comment section and tell us what you feel about this video. Now here, question number 13a, we are told that a sequence has n term. So we can see the n term of this, and we are asked to find the second term. So here we have Tn to be 3n squared minus 1. And we are looking for the second term, which is T2. And that will give us 3. We have 2 squared minus 1. And so this is going to give us 3 times 4 minus 1. That's 12 minus 1. We have 11. So this gives us 11. Gives us 11. So we move to the B part of this. So if we look at sequence A, we want to find out, is it a linear sequence? Is it quadratic? Is it cubic? When we look at, if you look at minus 6, okay, what will you add to minus 6 to give you minus 2, okay? So if you look at this, we are going to cross over here. That gives us 6. So we have 4. So if we take 4 to be the difference, look at adding 4 to minus 2. That will give us 2. Add 4 to 2. That will give us 6. So the common difference here is 4. So the nth term is going to be written this way. Okay, where A is going to be 4. So we have Tn equals 4a plus b. Okay, so now the first term is minus 6, so which is T1. So if we take this, and that happens when n is 1, okay, that means this is okay, here this is 4n. Sorry about that, not 4a. This is 4n. Okay, beautiful. So when n is 1, we are going to have 4 times 1, then plus b. All right. And now if we try to find b, it's going to give us minus 6 minus 4. Okay. So here we will find b to be minus 10. So the nth term of this sequence is going to be 4n plus 4n minus 10. It's going to be 4n minus 10. So this is 4n minus 10. Okay, so we will move to the next question now. And the first thing we will try to do is to determine whether this sequence is quadratic or linear or cubic. So if we take the first difference here, we are going to have, this is going to give me 14. Find the difference here, it's going to give us 38. Find the difference here, this is going to give us 74. And the difference here is going to give us 122. If we proceed again, the difference here, 38 minus 14 is going to give us 24. 74 minus 38 is going to give us 36. And 122 minus 74 will give us 48. Second difference, we still do not have the same value. We go to the third difference, and then this is going to give us 12. And this is going to give us 12. Okay? And so this is a quadratic, a cubic sequence. This sequence here is cubic. That's sequence B. So how do we get, the nth term of this sequence here? How do we get the nth term? So we are going to look at the format. The nth term of this sequence is going to be in the form Tn equals going to give us an cubed plus bn squared plus cn plus d, right? Okay, so here we would like to find out what will T1 give to us here. That is, when n is 1, we're going to have a plus b plus c plus d. Okay? When n is 2, from that formula, we are going to have, 2 cubed is going to give us 8. That's 8a. 2 squared is going to give us 4. We have 4b. Okay, so this is 2c. All right, and then we are going to have d. And then let's look at when n is 3. That is going to give us 27a. Okay, 3 squared is 9. So I have 9b plus 3c plus d. So what happens when n is 4? Okay, we are going to have when n is 4, 4 raised to power 3 will give us 64. So we are going to have 64a. Okay, 4 squared is 16. So I have 16b. All right, then, 4c. And then we have d, all right? Okay, now we can do this. Now we are going to find out what is T2 minus, if you look at T2 minus T1, T2 minus T1 is going to give us 7a. That's 8a minus a. 4b minus b is going to give us 3b. And then 2c minus c, we're going to give us this, okay? If we look at T3, minus T2. That is going to give us 27 minus 8 is going to give us 19. So here we are going to get 19a. Now look at 9 minus 4 will give us 5b. Okay, we now look at 3 minus 2, so we have c here. Okay, so now if you look at T4 minus T3, that gives us 64 minus 27. And that will give us 37. We have 37a. We have 16 minus 9. And that will give us 7b. And we have 4c minus 3c. So that gives us. Okay. Now, let's also look at this again. If we find the difference between these two here, we have 19 minus 7. That gives us 12a. 5 minus 3, we have 2b. Okay. C minus c we go. If we find the difference between this and this, 37 minus 19 will give us 18. So here we have 18a, then plus 7 minus 5 will give us 2b. Okay. So beautiful. If we find the difference again between this and this, 18 minus 12 will give us 6a. So now this 6a is what we are going to equate. Look at this. We are going to, this 6a, this is the constant here. We are going to equate it with this. Okay, so that we'll get the value of a. So that gives us, here, it gives us 6a equals 12. And that gives us a to be 12 over 6, and that's 2. So we need to find the value of b, c, and d. Okay? If we look at this, we are going to equate this once here. Let me check it. Look at this. This, we go with this difference here. Okay? This second difference here. Okay? That's what we are going to equate. We equate it together, but we know the value of a. So if you come there, we said 12a, and then we know the value of a as 2 plus 2b equals 24. So here we have 24, okay, plus 2b equals 24, okay? So here gives us 2b equals 24 minus 24, 0. Therefore, b becomes 0, okay? Now, for us to get the value of c, you look up again, we are going to equate this particular one here. This is the first difference. We're going to equate this to this first difference here. Okay, we equate it together. And then, so if we look at that, what do we have there? We remember we know the values of A and B now. So we have 7. What is A? A is 2. 7A plus 3B. And what is B? B is 0. That would give us, okay, plus C. That'll give us plus C equals, okay, let me adjust that so that we can actually work on this space. So we can have 7. Of course, we have the value of A, then plus 3B, then plus C equals 14. So this is 14 here. B is 0. Okay, equals 14. Okay, so here you also see C is going to be 0. C is going to be 0. And now, what do we do again? Look at this. We are going to equate this to find the value of D. We are going to take this particular one here and equate it to this first one here. Okay, so let's go now. So we are going to have T1. Okay, so what we have here now is A, which is 2, plus B, which is 0, plus C, which is 0, plus D equal to 3. So what we have there is D equals 3 minus 2, which is 1. So the n term will become an cubed, which is 2n cubed. Since B is 0 and C is 0, they will vanish, and D is 1. We now have plus 1 here. And so we go on to put it here. We have 2n cubed plus 1. And that will be the n term of this cubic sequence. So, guys, this is how far we'll go in volume 1 of this tutorial video. Be with us in our next class when we'll be providing step-by-step solution to questions from number 14 to the last question. If you are new in this channel and you are yet to subscribe, we urge you to hit the subscription button, click on the notification bell icon so that each time we produce a new video, you'll be among the first to receive it. Share this video so that others will be able to have access to it. Go to the comment section, tell us how you feel about this video. Like this video. See you in our next class. This is Maths Minders Academy saying goodbye for now.
In the midnight glow where the stars align, we lose ourselves in the rhythm divine. Underneath the sky painted with dreams, we're chasing the echoes of silent screams. Caught